finally, bro. Yeah, like, finally, this stream is working. Finally, like, if you don't know what I'm saying, yeah, guys. Earlier today, I tried to stream My Hero Ultra, but it didn't work. For some reason, it wasn't working. But when I tried hours later on Genshin Impact, all of a sudden it works now. So yeah, the live stream. Anyways, let's do this shit. So yeah.
There's so much space down here.
Yeah, that's why I had to tape the My Hero Ultra episode in that phone quality earlier.
Yeah, these are all former work areas. They've been left abandoned due to a lack of funds. There are usually guards on patrol here. It would seem that all of those guards have been bought as well. Stay sharp. He's got a ton of surprises waiting for us, I'm sure.
Yeah, because of Dozier. We know his true secret for his Beret Society group. So yeah. Wait. Right, door resurrection added.
Let's begin.
Oh yeah, there's some big news I've heard. Sally, wrestling legend Hulk Hogan passed away earlier today. Yeah, I know it's hard to believe, but it's true, Sally. He passed away of cardiac arrest. Now everyone and their grandmother was talking about it today, bro. News outlets were talking about it today. Fans were talking about it today. Like, it's that huge, bro. Because remember, Hulk Hogan was a huge star in the 1980s.
It's get a little chilly.
So, yeah.
Hey, are you okay?
You're safe now. Just follow the guards and leave this place.
Who knew that there'd be Gardamex here? Dougie ain't really prepared for everything.
And that would explain the strange decommission requests I received, as well as account for all the Gardamex that had mysteriously gone missing. It seems like he's prepared for an all-out confrontation with me.
Hey, what's this?
Seems like some kind of handbook. Let me see. Ah, this should be the Society's real rules book. It lists all the rules that they're expected to follow. Members are not permitted to speak to each other or to leave without formal permission.
Wow. That's so horrible.
5 members shall form a group, and the whole group will be punished for any single member's wrongdoings.
That is horrible. Entire group getting punished just for something that one person did? Nah, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Anyone who reports a fellow member's misbehavior shall be rewarded with food and water. I see. So it's much as I expected.
He basically starves them. Oh my god.
But that's just cruel and unreasonable.
To obtain food and water, prisoners are forced to snitch on others, and in the process cause pain to those around them. To avoid punishment, they learn to stop talking with one another. This leaves the wounds they've already received to fester, however. And so resentment builds until every prisoner has become an island. Finally, isolated and without hope, they accept their fate as Dujier's slaves. Do you remember what happened to Paimon? She rejected all the snacks in the box once she was spooked by that black gem. She's usually all for tasty snacks, but she chose to go against her instincts after a negative experience.
Ugh, isn't the best example you could come up with? Anyway, Paimon still thinks she made the right decision. It never hurts to be careful.
No, your decision was valid. However, it's also valid to interpret that as a decision that you only made under emotional duress. The human heart is like a raft in a vast and empty ocean. We convince ourselves that we're in control, but in truth, a single wave could sweep us off course and send us crashing into the path of a storm. Those who use fear to lead others astray must pay for that crime.
Alright. Let's go confront Dozier. Give it to Risley. Thank God I'm streaming on light stream again. I didn't know what's wrong, like, with it earlier. I actually tried everything.
If I'm not mistaken, the space ahead should be the central area of this place, but the door has been locked. Rather than confront Dugier, I think it's more important right now for us to rescue as many society members as possible.
Yup, rescue them, bro. One second.
You guys should wait here. We'll try to open the door and check out some other spots.
Mm-hmm.
Open the door. Would we have to do something to this mechanism here? Paimon doesn't get it at all. Forget it. Paimon's just gonna do some trial and error.
Of course. Of course, you're the fucking dumbass of the group. Despite being called a quote-unquote guide, like, you know the whole story.
Whoa! It's turning! Is it because we touched this thing? The other side's open! Let's go!
Let's go. One huge puzzle, bro. Damn, that's a long way down. That was a fucking long way down. Like, Hulk Hogan, like, he might have been one of the all-time legends, but he is a legend in wrestling, as he's one of the people that helped make pro wrestling as popular as it is today.
Go easy on me.
Yeah. But for the amount of good things he did for us, he has done a good amount of terrible things. Like, for example, the most infamous one being, he's a known backstage politician. Now he wasn't the first one to take control backs, but the fact is that he refused to lose to a lot of wrestlers that could have made it big in the wrestling business. Hell, even in the 2000s, he refused to lose to wrestlers like Shawn Michaels and Randy Orton, all because he wanted to put himself over. Like, I get it, in the 80s, he was popular at the time, so you didn't want to lose a lot. But by the time the 2000s came, you was already a legend in your own right, and you could have at least put the younger talent over. You could have, but you didn't. For what?
No backup, huh? Fine by me.
Hogan from beating the likes of Shawn Michaels and especially Randy Orton, bro. Like, what benefit do you get, Hogan? Nothing. None. No benefit. And then I think at one point he wanted to go over against Brock Lesnar at one point. At Survivor Series 2002. Like, what? Another main flaw, I would say, is that he came off as racist, bro. Remember that one sex tape in 2015 that got him fired from WWE? Yeah. He got fired from WWE in 2015 for saying racist shit in a sex tape. So yeah. And also, another main flaw from Hogan is that he has lied so often, bruh. He told his lies of stories that were basically not true. Some of the more infamous ones that I know of is that he claimed that he almost made it to Metallica, but then one of its members said that they never met Hogan in their life. And then another Hogan lie I know of is that he claimed that he tried to participate in UFC, but he felt like he didn't because he felt like that they weren't stopping the matches. They felt like it was too real. One is that it's UFC Hogan. Of course, it's supposed to be real. Hogan called that bullshit, as in Hogan trying to join UFC thing bullshit, because he never saw Hogan try out. The most infamous lie, the Wembley Stadium kid. Yup, the Wembley Stadium kid. Here's how the story goes. According to Hulk Hogan, he was wrestling at Wembley Stadium in 1992 in the main event, and he saw that there was a kid.
Have you ever seen these stickers on my back? Do me a favor and take them off.
He saw that there was a kid who was sick at the arena, and then he gave him front row access to watch the show. However, by him not there, and it reveals that the kid died. And that inspired one of his songs. Except the story, none of that ever happened in the story. Because first off, Hogan wasn't even with the WWF at the moment. That's one. Two, the only WWF event to ever occur at Wembley was SummerSlam 1992. And third, he was not in the main event, as the main event for that show was Bret Hart versus British Bulldog for the Intercontinental Championship. So yeah, So he made us like for a amount of terrible stuff Hogan has said and done. He's done a lot of good stuff too. Like for example, he helped make pro wrestling as popular as it is. Like I said earlier, in the 1980s. So yeah.
Oh, it's so high. We're not gonna have to climb all the way up, are we?
Activate the mechanism in front of us first, just like before. Let's see if that changes anything.
So yeah, Hogan became one of the most popular wrestlers in the 80s. So yeah.
Ooh, the water level's gone way up. So that's how we'll make it to the top.
And on top of that, he helped get a lot of people into pro wrestling, mainly kids. I would say that's a plus to me, bro. Getting a lot of people into pro wrestling in the 1980s, thanks to the likes of Vince McMahon, Hulk Hogan, and Cyndi Lauper, because of the Rock and Wrestling connection. That's actually a plus to me, bro. And helping to take the WWF National on top of that, because remember, prior to 1980, I think prior to 1982, the WWF was strictly only available in the Northeast East area of the U.S. So yeah.
Way now. Stay cool and face your guilt.
That's a good thing he did. Another good thing he did is that he had the memorable matches with the likes of Roddy Piper and Andre the Giant. So yeah. And on top of that, him being the third man in the NWO helped change pro wrestling forever. Because remember, pro wrestling was at a decline in heading into 1996 because of how horrible 1995 was as a year in pro wrestling for a lot of people. And the NWO storyline helped make pro wrestling cool again. So yeah. And help bring in more attitude to the product.
These should be the prison cells. Lots of empty cells in here. Dugier's probably moved them elsewhere already.
Let's still rescue the ones who got left behind, though. Every person counts. Hey, it's all right now. You can leave this place.
No, I won't try to leave anymore. I'll never try to leave again. So close to me. I don't want any trouble.
No, we're not gonna do that. Please calm down. We're not bad people.
We won't be able to get through to her right now. Not with the stress response in the way. I'd also guess there are many others here who are more or less like her. Let's let the guards take care of them for now and keep pushing forward.
Vincent and Fossilate are still in danger.
All right. Let's search for an exit first.
So yeah. So yeah, the NWO helped bring in popularity to wrestling again. Oh, it's a letter, okay. So yeah. Even though Hogan's a legend in himself,
I once considered keeping some pets in my office, but soon gave up on the idea. It's just not right to keep small animals where they won't be able to see the sun.
Yeah, this is a puzzle straight up. Yeah, guys.
The door's
Yeah, that was a bit of a puzzle.
Maybe it's His Grace. I'll go take a look.
Alright.
I leave this area to you. Make sure to bring everyone out safe.
Yeah.
Understood. And please take care as well, Your Grace. We'll return here right away and await your orders.
Alright.
Just focus on the tasks you've been given. I already have reliable help over here. Let's go back. We have unfinished business, do we not?
Yeah, we have unfinished business.
That mechanism from the first room. Maybe we'll also need to hold it in place using the same device to open the door that leads to the central area. Don't forget to bring these along.
Bring what along? Yeah, that was a bit of a fucking, like, it does give you a bit of a puzzle to work with. There they are. There.
I must
There's him and his
confess to
cold.
being furious. To think that there are still some of you who find it permissible to spit upon our rules.
Oh my god.
Remember their names. Fasal and Avis. They betrayed you, betrayed us. And today you will see with your own eyes what'll happen to those who betray our cause.
Yeah, we caught you being... Yeah, we caught you Doge.
Go on, Avis. Pierce his skull with the thorn in your hands, and then push in the Aqua Dolores. Of course, you will do it one drop at a time. Let it do its magic again, and don't stop until you've pushed all of it in.
Thistle. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'll find a way to endure.
Oh, shut your wretched mouth! When did I give you permission to speak? My rules are the paramount law of this place. Only more pain will come to those who dare to disobey.
That's enough, Dugier. Your
Yeah, we
rabid
caught you
screams
red-handed.
have been beyond nauseating.
Yeah, we caught you red-handed, bro.
Is that His Grace?
Oh, Risley. I knew you would come, but I didn't expect you to be so quick. Must you still refuse to let me be? Did I not spell everything out for you already? What's so blasphemous about sharing a slice of the cake with me when you've already got the entire fortress at your feet?
Because of the way you treat your so-called society. Like you don't care about them getting better. You don't care about them getting a better place. You're just making them into your fucking slaves, Doge. This is basically a fucking cult that you're making. Like,
It would seem that you can't see the difference between sharing and looting. And on top of that, look at your people. Are they not starving as you wolf down your cake?
bro. Like, I bet you all your fucking members are starving, Doge, bro. Like, and while you eat that cake, and you be like, haha, y'all gotta earn to eat. Like, while I eat this food in front of you, like, no, bro.
You stop
Like,
acting
that's
all
how
high and mighty like some
Doge
hero
be
of
acting
justice.
like.
Have you forgotten? Nobody in this blasted fortress is innocent. We are all irredeemable monsters who have destroyed something that others held dear.
But it's never too late for someone to change, bro. Like, you know, prisoners could change during their time in prison. Like, well, sure, some people are irredeemable, but not all of them. Like, some just want to get better, bro.
What's so wrong about punishing those who deserve to be punished? It's what they've always deserved. And
No, they
please, are you really gonna tell me that you care about their lives and well-being when you just need a supply of labor to keep this place running? Isn't that all you need to keep your cushy life?
Sadly, you're wrong on both counts. Unlike you, I've never seen them as currency. The fortress is not only a place for confinement, but also a place for rebirth.
For real, bro. Like, for prisoners who done bad things, like, to them it's like never too late for some of them. It's never too late for them to change their ways. Hell, there's been a number of instances where inmates were actually let go earlier than planned because of their good behavior. Yeah, because of their good behavior, because they became better people while they're during their time in jail/prison. So yeah.
Just as people are free to give in to the darkness within their hearts, they are also free to seek redemption and a new beginning. Our bodies have limits, but our spirits will always remain free. They may have made mistakes, but they are still human beings with people and things that they cherish. And most importantly, they should always retain the freedom to choose their own path once they've reflected on their past misdeeds. But you're destroying their spirits with fear, taking their freedom away so that they'll become slaves who will never again feel or think. And you say that's what they've always deserved? You are nothing compared to them.
He's really mad.
I feel pissed off too after hearing that Doge treats his people like fucking pawns, bro. Like, that ass, like, he's like, all that Doge is doing is making a fucking cult.
You
Out of
think
these
me
people, bro.
arrogant, Risley. Well, I think you're too young and naive. You understand nothing of this world.
No, bro. You don't understand anything about this world, bro.
Nobody actually sees this fortress as any kind of just a wonderful place. See it for what it is. A dumping ground of pain and misery, irredeemable now and irredeemable forever!
No, they can be redeemed. They can redeem themselves, bro. Like, you're the one that's irredeemable, Doge, because of what you did to all of those prisoners. You basically made their lives a living hell, bro.
No prisoner will listen to you out of gratitude of their hearts. The whip is the only way to make them obey. Had you been just one step slower, I would have already taken control of all the garden mechs in this place. Your vision gives you strength, But how long will it hold against these powerful constructs?
You talk big, but in the end, you know nothing outside of power and control. In that case, let me give you a small taste of what real power looks like. A moment, please. Not bad.
Yeah, we're about to teach you a fucking lesson. Sorry, we're about to teach you a fucking lesson, Doge. Of what you get for fucking making these fucking prisoners lives a living hell, bro.
Have a safe trip.
Like seriously, Doge, you made their lives a living hell for far too long, bro. Like.
Let's begin. Not bad.
So far, I've yet to rank up any character other than the Traveler to level 80s, bro. Hell, I haven't ranked up
Barbados.
any other
Nice.
character or fucking Traveler. Like, these prisoners should not be living out of fear, bro. Just because you're cranky ass, Doge.
If you think fear can control everything, well then, terrify me.
Don't high road me! You're just another crook! Last time you got treated like one!
Yeah, bruh.
What's the matter?
You're screwed now.
Straight?
I'm warning you!
Yeah, you're all bark, no bite. So,
You should set an example!
Funny how that slipped my mind. Well, from this point on, you can forget about that rule. The rules of the fortress are there to keep the likes of you in check. But if the Duke wants somebody dead, he needs no justification. Understood?
guards rescue the society members who have been in prison at the true headquarters. Risley spends much time with each member, confronting them and extending his personal apologies. Yeah, it's gonna take a while for these former members of this cult, you call the cult guys. It's gonna take them a while to. It's gonna take them a while to get over all those fears, bruh. Maybe some therapy sessions. Like it's gonna take them a bit of a while to cure them from their fears of Doge. Following that, he makes arrangements for follow-up medical care and cleanup work, and thus does the Barrett Society debacle truly come to an end. Yeah, Doge, your reign of terror is over, bro.
Sorry for taking so long. Did I keep you waiting?
No, not at all. Paimon didn't know you were so considerate.
If you ask me, I'd say I actually feel very helpless. There's no way that I could truly empathize with the fear that the members felt every day. I could comfort and compensate them all I want, but it might still not be enough to repair the damage that has been done.
Yeah, bro. Like I said, it's gonna take these former members a while to heal from their PTSD. Sure, that PTSD might still be with them, but I know it's gonna at least take them a while it's gonna take them a while for them to be completely cured. But sadly, they're gonna have to live with the scars Doge left on them, bro. I know it. It's not physically, it's mentally. No, wait, yeah. It's both mentally and physically, bro.
I have to take responsibility for it, as does the fortress. Yeah, it's the least.
Yeah, at least we were able to stop it before he
So, do you have a plan for how you're gonna deal with him yet?
Oh, Dugier? I've already got an idea. For now, I think I'll do nothing.
Huh? Why?
I think it's a very fitting punishment for him to have to imagine the sorts of punishments that will soon be coming his way. He'll be left in the dark with regards to both the dates and the details of his punishment.
Wow. Yeah, so his punishment could come at any day, bro. Any minute, any second.
Of course, that's not to say that I'll be letting him off scot-free. It's not often that I actually get the chance to be creative with my punishments. I'm going to talk to the members of the society. He'll get a chance to experience everything that he's ever inflicted on them.
Good idea.
Paimon didn't know you could also be so harsh. Looks like she should watch her tongue when she's around you in the future.
Well, that's what Dozier gets for what he did to all those members, bro.
Why do you think I'd do that kind of thing to you? You offend me, Paimon. Anyway, jokes aside, thank you so much for all of your help. There's still a lot for me to take care of, so how about this? I'll treat you to a meal in 2 days at the Coupon Cafeteria. We should have a better handle on things by then.
No, Paimon's had enough of that place.
Don't worry, it won't be the same old welfare meal. I'll make the necessary arrangements.
Oh, then you've got yourself a deal.
Of course. It says wait 2 days later. So now we get to do whatever, bro. Oh, it's Heizo's. Shit. Nothing yet. Wait, go. Let's go home with Kaveh. Doing Kaveh shit in the meantime, bro. So yeah, at least gives us something to do until then.
Alhaitham isn't in, so feel free to sit wherever. I'll bring out the box.
Okay. Kaveh brings out a box and does his off. What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. I just didn't realize how much time had passed. The box is pretty dusty, which means it's already been a while since I've moved into this place. And many years since my mother moved to Fontaine.
Whoa.
I'm happy for her. I hope she'll be able to find happiness there. She raised me all by herself after my father passed away. It definitely wasn't easy for her.
Damn.
Anyway, enough about that. Let's see what I packed into this box. What are all these things?
or a picture.
Oh, I remember now. This is a drawing I made in Port Ormos. Obviously, I wouldn't call it anything special now, but I was less than 5 years old when I made this drawing. That's more than 20 years ago. You could say it's pretty good for a child of that age.
You was less than 5 years old. Or 20 years ago. So, if we put out the dates aligned, we could safely say that Kabe is roughly around 25 years old. So, yeah, roughly around 25. Either 25 or 26. No, wait. More so 25. Let's go with 25 to make it easier. So, yeah.
Now that I've said that out loud, I suppose I do have some level of artistic talent, right?
Why you say
Criticism
that?
and self-doubt have always been a part of the artistic process. Without criticism, there can be no improvement. It's normal for me to question my abilities from time to time. I admit that I may have spent a little too long questioning myself this time around, but as you know, the heart tends to dwell on whatever it pleases.
Yeah.
Anyway, never mind. The more I talk about it, the less confident I feel. Let's see what else we have in the box. Ah, my building blocks! It's been years since I've last seen these. When I was a kid, I used to stack them super high.
Wow.
And could even stabilize the tower to keep it from tumbling over.
Wow, so you had Legos?
Oh, and this blueprint. I made it by copying my mother's sketch, and the aspect ratio was horrendous. It's still technically the first blueprint I made myself, though. I was super proud of myself when I finished it, and put it in the same pile as my mother's sketches, hoping she'd notice and compliment me for my good work. Unfortunately, my mother didn't realize that I had put it there. When she had a meeting with a client the next day, she handed my blueprint to him by mistake. The client was completely confused by this new blueprint, but apparently he felt too tongue-tied to question such a famous architect. It was only a few days later that he finally gathered up the courage to pay my mother a visit. He asked, "The door in this blueprint is even taller than the roof. Is this supposed to be part of the design?" My mother took me with her to personally apologize to the client several times. She didn't scold me about it in private, though. Instead, she went over all the steps required to draw a good blueprint, and was very patient throughout the whole process. I still remember it like it was yesterday. Let's see, is there anything else left in this box? Huh. What was this again? Ah, this is my mother's notebook. She used to write and sketch in it all the time.
Wow.
When I was a child, I used to be super fascinated by this notebook, and always pestered my mother to let me read it. After asking her a few times, she told me that I could read it as long as I could guess the password. Huh. Wonder why she didn't take this notebook with her. Did she leave it to me on purpose? If only I could. I never managed to guess the password. Hey, it's not a matter of time, it's a matter of inspiration.
After all these years,
That's
bro.
what we need to guess the password. Who knows? Maybe this time something will click in my head, and the answer will just present itself. Let me think. What could it be? I could tell what you were thinking. Don't worry, I tried all the easy guesses a long time ago. I've tried my name, my father's name, my mother's name, my grandparents' names on both sides, and all of our birthdays. I've tried every name and number remotely related to my family. I've even tried stuff like Love You Kave, Take Care, and Yours Truly. I've tried every cheesy phrase and well-wish in the book, but this lock has refused to budge. I wouldn't try that route again. I have a hunch that it won't be that simple. Also, if she really did use something like that, she'd never hear the end of it from the folks over at Haravatat if they ever found out.
We can try to ask some of her old acquaintances.
So we could find someone who was close to my mother and see if they might know anything? I see what you're saying, but who should we talk to for that? My mother was never really the one to be social. My father was the one with more friends, but all those connections were severed when he died.
Wow. I was checking on something.
Let me think. Is there still someone at the academia who would know my mother? Ah, actually, there is someone. Professor Zaha Hadid.
Who's that?
Huh. You've never really heard of her? She's a famous Gisharwar scholar and leading expert in formal garden design. My mother studied under her as a student many years ago. Professor Zaha Hadid published many works during her career, so I was able to learn a lot by studying her essays. If there's anyone who still remembers my mom, it'd be her. She's older now and is no longer teaching at the academia. But if I remember correctly, she spends most of her time around the Bimarstan area. Let's go take a look. We might run into her if we're lucky.
Let's go. Oh, that's where the routes split, bro. Oh, Tainari.
What am I supposed to do now? Forget it. I'll just head back.
Tainari? What are you doing here?
Oh, it's you. Good to finally see you again. I came into the city to buy some experiment reagents, hoping to bring them back with me to Gandharvaville. But as soon as I got here, I noticed someone banging on Cyrus's door. You've all heard of Cyrus, right? He's an ex-sage and Sino's adoptive father.
Yeah.
I was thinking about going over to ask what's happening. That granny over there may appear old and frail, but her vocal cords certainly sound loud and healthy as ever.
Granny?
Yeah, she's just over there. You can go check out the situation yourselves in a moment. Kaveh, were you at the tavern?
I had a quick drink or two. Can you still smell the alcohol?
Drinking in broad daylight. Really? You want to pass out by the road and get run over by a sumpter beast like some mindless fungus, huh? And you, traveler? You didn't try to stop him? You look like a wreck, Kaveh. What happened? Are you feeling down again? You know what? I'm hosting a meal at Pardistii tomorrow evening. Do you want to come?
Huh? Oh, I had no idea. Let me think for a moment. I'll come if I can find some time.
All right. Then I'll plan on reserving 2 seats for you. I'll be heading back to Gandharvaville for now. I have a feeling that argument over there is going to continue for quite some time. It might be best if we don't get involved.
A granny who lives nearby. Let's go take a look.
Oh, her. That must be her.
Ha! So, plan on keeping yourself locked in there, huh? Fine by me. If you're not going to come out, then I'm not going to leave. My tomato was growing so well. It had all the potential to become the best tomato this year, and you cut it straight from the vine.
I already told you I had nothing to do with it. Why would I take a tomato that's still weeks from ripening? You'd have to be awfully green as an investigator to think it was me. You see, the word green here can refer to both the color of the tomato and the fact that your skills could use some.
Enough nonsense! Just come out and face me, you coward!
You're out of your mind. If I've actually done something wrong, then get a mantra and pull me out by force, why don't ya?
Mantra. What about What if we get your son Sino here?
Oh, why you?
What time is this?
Professor Zahahadi?
And who are you? Oh, Kaveh. Fancy seeing you here. How long has it been? Come on, get over here and let the professor take a good look at you. Not bad, not bad. You've grown taller again.
Professor, what's going on here?
It's no big deal, really. A few of us old scholars got bored in our retirement and decided to put together a vegetable growing competition. At the end, whoever loses will have to go up on stage and do a performance for the winners. Which brings us to our current predicament. My tomato was sure to win until a certain someone decided they couldn't bear to lose.
Hey, don't try to defame me in front of the kids. If we're airing out each other's dirty laundry now, then why don't we talk about you sneaking into Janat's garden the other night?
Lucky for you, seeing these youngsters come to pay their respects today has put me in a better mood. I'll let you off the hook, for now. Come on, let's go. We'll take our conversation elsewhere. He doesn't need to be a part of it.
Yes, of course.
Alright. Go.
Is Faranak still doing well?
Yes, as far as I know. She left for Fontaine some time ago and started a new life for herself. She's still doing work related to architecture, though.
Ah, yes. I did hear about that. Did that upset you at all?
No, not at all. She's already sacrificed a lot raising me as a single mother.
That's good to hear. Your mother did struggle quite a bit those few years. It's probably a good thing that she found a new place to call home. Sometimes I wonder if things were harder for her because she was so beautiful. People were always drawn to her beauty first, only to realize she had a sensitive and vulnerable heart underneath. She was still quite young when she first joined my class as a student. Beautiful and radiant with her golden hair, yet quiet and single-minded. She seemed like a lass from some aristocratic house who was seeing the outside world for the first time. She had to make a lot of drastic changes in her life to raise you on her own. Even during her time in the academia, she was a thorough perfectionist. If she was unsatisfied with something she had made, she'd insist on redoing it, even if I was perfectly happy with it. She had many admirers, and they'd always fill up the first few rows of seats, hoping they could get closer to her sitting in the first row. If it were any of my other classes, you'd have found nobody sitting in the front. But every time I saw her, she was always in that same rigid pose. She'd have one hand on her forehead with the other clutching her pencil. Her eyebrows would be knitted in a frown as she concentrated on the blueprint in front of her.
I'm sure she had many difficult moments in her life. How did she cope with the stress?
I'm not too sure. She never talked about such things with me. She rarely opened up to other people, you know. I do remember one time, though, when she got into a heated argument with a friend. She said something I found very memorable.
Oh, wow.
She said, "True art cannot be understood, but as an artist, I wish some people could understand its meaning and value."
Yeah.
If you ask me, that's probably the greatest source of pain for geniuses of their craft. It's extremely hard for them to find someone who can truly understand their ideas.
So that's how it is. I wonder if the password could be...
Understanding?
I tried both just now. Seems those aren't it either.
What are you trying to do?
My mother left her notebook to me, but it has a password and I haven't figured out what it is yet. I'm trying to learn more about her so I'd have a better chance at cracking the code. Thank you for all that you told us.
It's the least I can do. Talking to youngsters like yourself makes me feel younger too. Honestly, looking at you now, I can see how much you resemble her. It's almost as if she's standing right in front of me again. Your personalities are quite alike, too. You're both stubborn and both a little awkward. Of course, I'm sure the similarities are mostly superficial. But so long as you continue to harbor those traits, you'll find a lot of difficulties in your work. I've taught a lot of students over my career, and in my experience, very few genius architects of Kasharawar ever found happiness for themselves. They would know exactly what they want to express and fight for it tooth and nail, which inevitably led to arguments with their clients. Some clients would choose to respect the architect's vision or just let the argument go because of the architect's reputation, but those are the rare ones.
Alright.
When Faranak first graduated, she was getting into arguments with her clients nearly every single day. I think it only got a little better when she met your father.
I see. But wasn't my father from Rotawahist? Could he understand the designs my mother made?
No, I think they were probably beyond him, too. But despite that, he still stayed next to her, listening to her joys and sharing in her sorrows. Faranak had many admirers, but she ended up choosing your father. His support probably played a part in that decision.
Alright.
So instead of understanding, perhaps all we need is just companionship.
Maybe that's what she was trying to tell you.
Huh. It worked.
Oh, was that the right password?
Yes!
Then you should be on your way, child. Find a quiet place and see what she wanted to say to you. Being the awkward person that she is, I suppose there were many things that Faranek could never say out loud. Instead, she probably left them in her diary, hoping that they would make their way to you one day. If you're ever in a mood to chat again, just come and find me here. You're always welcome to discuss architecture with me as well.
Thank you so much, Professor.
There's no need to be so formal. I'll let you kids go. It's time for me to take another stroll around the vegetable garden.
Alright.
I wonder what my mother could have written about.
Probably. So clearly
They all say Zaha Hadid's class is the toughest, but I think it's actually not too bad. On the other hand, though, structural mechanics is definitely a pain, no matter how you try to approach it. I doubled down and managed to get through it in the end. I met someone special. At first, I didn't think much of him, but now, I feel very happy whenever I get to spend time with him. We decided to name our son Kaveh. I don't think a younger me would have ever imagined forming such an intimate bond with another person. Back then, I lived only in the shadow of myself, as well as that of the dream in my heart. The bad news came. And even though it's been several days now, I still can't bring myself to come to terms with what happened. My eyes are so swollen it's hard to see. What if they're all lying to me? And this is just a long, cruel dream. But I have to face reality. I still have someone to take care of. No matter what happens, I'll do my best to raise my son on my own.
Huh? Is this a drawing? Seems like it was done by my mother.
Wow. That's amazing.
This blonde man was probably my father. But who are the other people in the picture? Huh? Why do a few of them look somewhat familiar?
Yeah, they do seem familiar.
From the dates in the notebook, she probably drew this more than 30 years ago. I hadn't even been born yet. Maybe we were thinking too much. Oh, there are a few lines written in the diary about this as well.
The one who invited us to the gathering is a talkative woman. Including us, 3 couples showed up. There was also a person who came alone. The talkative woman introduced everyone to each other. She spoke really quickly, so I couldn't quite catch everything she said. But I also didn't feel like asking her to repeat herself. My husband seems to be friends with the man with long ears. I couldn't really join their conversation, so I resigned myself to sitting in a corner and drawing in my notebook. I don't think I'd be able to become friends with any of these people, especially that stiff-looking couple. That man is certainly very handsome, but he would constantly alternate between disjointed and serious ways of talking. His wife is a bit more bearable.
Alright.
We were not acquainted with each other to begin with, and I doubt we'll see each other again after this gathering. The ambiance of this gathering is surprisingly pleasant, however. Talking to people can allow us to find some peace after a long day.
Alright.
Maybe my son will also partake in these gatherings in the future. I hope he'll be able to make many friends.
Who would have thought my mother used to attend that kind of thing? It seems she was only good at talking about her own work and found it difficult to join into other conversations. As a result, she often kept to herself and would be off to the side, drawing.
Alright.
There's more written on the back. Oh, it seems like it was written to me.
Kaveh. I was both overjoyed and distressed when I learned of your decision to continue your studies in Kasharwar. You are very talented, and I am confident that you will become an architect of much acclaim. However, the more talented you are as an artist, the more misery and anguish you may encounter. No one will be able to help you during your journey as an artist. But outside of your life as a creator, you can learn to form connections with other people and enjoy many other things in life. It's the only way to alleviate your suffering. Whenever you feel down, seek out a friend to sit and have a chat. You can accumulate joy and fulfillment by spending time with them. The positive feelings you gain will get you through the long and difficult years. Never forget that companionship is the most important thing of all.
Yeah.
So that's the answer she prepared for me. She really thought long and hard about me and my future. Well, now that I've read her words, do you think I should accept Tainari's invite and attend that dinner at Pardis Di?
Wait, are you actually considering not going?
The thought definitely crossed my mind. Although it'd be nice to get together with friends and chat the night away, I don't want to bring down other people's moods because I'm sad. Besides, don't most people hate the feeling of seeing their friends troubled and being unable to help? And what's worse, nearly all of my problems can't be easily resolved with some encouraging words or gesture. And don't forget, I'm also older than all of them. As their senior, I should appear to be a bit more responsible.
But Tainari, so right, do you?
Huh, you're right. I really didn't expect to run into him here. I swear, his nose must be just as sensitive as his ears. Well then, I guess it's best that we go and join him for dinner. That means I'll owe him yet another meal now. You know what? I'm not going to overthink it. I'll see you tomorrow at Pardis Di.
Wow, that's two routes. That's 2 shits that I had to wait for, bro. Yeah, believe it or not. How many days until? Oh, 4 days. Only 4 days. Hold on a second. I still got Natlan to do right now. Yeah, I'm a fucking mess when it comes to playing at times. I'm a mess. Thankfully, when it comes to hangout events, they're usually kind of relatively short. Each route is relatively short, bro.
Ad Astra Abyssa. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
Let's go to Natlan, y'all guys. We have to wait for Kabe and especially Risley shit, especially.
This is the place. Let's wait for Mualani here.
Did you see the flags at the front gate when we entered? Oh, yeah. There were flags, weren't there?
There were all sorts of symbols on them. And note that when the early chapters of Natlan initially came out, originally some parts lacked voice acting initially, but luckily later on they added voice acting to it later on. So yeah.
Those are our tribal flags. One for each of the 6 tribes that make up Natlan, including the Children of Echoes.
Why the sudden tour guide routine?
I said I'd introduce them to Natlan, and we've got nothing better to do, so I might as well deliver on the promise.
Fair enough. The canopy. We live high in the mountains and have the closest ties to the Yumkasors.
My friend Mualani belongs to the people of the Springs, a seaside tribe. The scenery over there is beautiful, and you can find some really tasty fish. That just leaves the Flower Feather Clan, the Masters of the Nightwind, and the Collective of Plenty. If we get a chance after the pilgrimage, I'll be sure to show you around.
Well, if we're talking tribes, allow me to stand in for our chief and welcome you on behalf of the people of the Springs.
Oh, Yanni, you're back! We were just talking about you.
Everything's settled on my end. My teammates took it unbelievably well, actually. Your reputation is really something else, Kanich.
They probably just didn't see any drawbacks to your proposition.
We're saying the same thing here. You, my friend, are a formidable competitor, and they recognize that. Anyway, thanks for waiting, you guys. Let's go register.
Alright.
Hello there. Here to register for the pilgrimage?
That's right. I wanted to ask, though. These 2 travelers are very interested in the competition. Any chance they could take part?
I'm sorry, but only people from Natlan are eligible to participate.
You couldn't make an exception just this once? This traveler is a renowned adventurer. She's more than skilled enough to participate, and I'm sure the audience would be interested in seeing what she can do.
It's not that simple, Miss Mualani. Even a single exception sets a dangerous precedent for countless interested parties in the future. The purpose of the pilgrimage is not only to select strong warriors, but also to collect contending fire from the battles. This is the fire that fuels the sacred flame. Natlan is only safe from the invasion of the Abyss, while the sacred flame burns eternal.
Oh, so there's another purpose for the tournament.
That was the initial purpose, actually. Every participant, whether they win or lose, contributes to the defense of our nation. That's what makes it such an honor to take part.
Exactly right, Mr. Kanich. Contending fire can only be produced in battles between people of Natlan. Outlander participation would inhibit the production of this fire, which could in turn jeopardize the sacred flame.
Oh, so it all comes down to the contending fire.
It's fun.
Well, you can still enjoy the event from the stands. I'll try to get you some good seats. That would be great! Tourists like us are better suited to being spectators anyway. Dale, there's something Paimon was wondering, actually.
If the older resurrection.
You read Paimon's mind, Traveler. Why doesn't everyone just fight together? You know, since you can bring them back to life.
The power of resurrection has its limits. For starters, the Ode only works on those who bear an ancient name.
That's also why ordinary people who emerge victorious in the pilgrimage aren't sent to fight the Abyss. It's for their own protection. Although, they're still afforded the same honor as those who triumph over the Abyss in battle.
That brings us to the other condition for resurrection. Not much to this one, actually. Just one word. Victory. Victory?
The victors shall burn bright, while the losers must turn to ash. Only those who triumph over the Abyss earn the right to be revived. Defeat in battle not only means death, but also the destruction of your ancient name, preventing it from ever being inherited again. The tales of the vanquished are eventually forgotten, and an ancient name cannot survive when the stories of its bearers are lost to time.
Why? What the victors need to be alive?
Right? Isn't it the defeated ones who need reviving? You have to think about it at the team level. For example, 5 representatives will be sent to repel the Abyss this time. Even if 4 of them were to perish, the Ode of Resurrection would still take effect. All you need is for 1 person to return victorious.
Because every victory is a building block of our legacy.
Of course, the team needs to be strong enough for that to be the case. Otherwise, the price of failure is still very high. That's why the first stage of the pilgrimage is divided into teams, to instill in us the importance of working together. No one fights alone. That is what we believe. A lone warrior is one whose defeat is final.
This all sounds pretty dangerous. Well, that axiom is meant to be a warning as much as a source of inspiration. Danger is always present, but together, we can move forward, united in the knowledge that behind every hero charging into battle lies the support of all of Natland as well as our Archon. Not to mention, the Abyss isn't an enemy with a concrete form. We're often just dealing with the fallout of its scheming.
I've actually fallen in battle myself. I spent some time wandering the realm of the Wyab. It was unlike anything I'd ever experienced before.
The realm of the Wyab? Does that mean the Wyab exists somewhere in Natland?
Hard to say. The realm's not somewhere you can access by ordinary means, and very few people are capable of establishing a mental connection with the Wyab. We call this realm the Night Kingdom, a mysterious liminal space between the body and mind, life and death.
The fact that you were resurrected at all is the worst thing in the world.
Then releasing you from your time out has got to come in at a close second.
You would do well to speak with reverence of the almighty Dragon Lord Kahula! Lest you live to regret it.
Oh, shut the hell up, Aha. Like, this is already your second appearance, and you're already annoying the fuck out of me, bro. Like, for real.
If you're done arguing, your registration is now complete. It all went fairly quickly, considering we all know each other. Now, I just need to register your team members according to their name cards, and you'll be all set. In the meantime, you can all go rest at the hotel. As usual, dinner and lodging for tonight are free.
Nice. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Tomorrow's matches are on the house, courtesy of our Archon, which means you both get in on it. Come on, let's go have some fun!
What's the word for the meal? Okay, but I'm going to wait until next episode, you guys. Wow, this nice ass graffiti, bro. This nice graffiti makes it hard to believe that this place is known for fighting. Like, it makes it hard to believe, in my opinion, the graffiti, bro. Makes it more lively, bro. anyways, that's it for this episode, y'all guys. So I'll see you guys next time. Viper, signing off.